Okay. Hey, welcome back. This is part two of the Talk Your
Shit podcast.
Yes, with Natasha and
Stephany. I think I was supposed to say this. That's cool too.
Stephany just forgot her name, guys.
And we have our very special guests,
Ruben.
Caroline.
Yes, we're back. We love them so much
Part
on
two.
our last podcast that we were like, no, they have to come back.
Come back. They've been here the whole time. This is part two.
They'll
never be.
Like, we have to record again.
Yo, this is how they film. I just want to let you know this is how they filmed the Avengers. They just stood on set. You really think you don't leave. You just leave, stay there.
No, but we told them, we was like, yo, we'll be back. Didn't we say that? We'll be like, yo.
It's like they came back, damn
Yeah,
stuff.
but by the time it comes out, it's like a week after,
No,
so
but
it's gonna feel
that's
like
their problem.
we were.
That's their problem, right? This is part two.
Thank you for listening.
We told them we was gonna cut it short because
I'm here for them, okay? And we're here to answer the question that we left on the last podcast.
Yeah, there you go.
The cliffhanger, which was. Oh, now nobody knows?
All right.
And she got the question. What was the question?
Like, would you stay for the kids, right?
Right. Would you stay in a relationship with the person cheated on you and you guys had kids?
Fuck them kids.
Or would you cheat?
Part two. Still feelings. Same feelings.
Fuck. Nah, I like
No,
this.
I don't think. I'm gonna go first. I don't think that my relationship with my partner has anything to do with the kids. I'm sorry. Like, if I'm with my partner, I expect us to be a team. Like, I expect us to be against these kids because these kids are gonna try to like not like, you know, separate us or anything. But, you know, we gotta stick together with like one answer when it comes to them. We gotta stick together as like being on the same page when it comes to them, even if we're not on the same page, but we like compromise. Like, that's my kind of thing. So I feel like if I'm with a person and I gotta break up with you because I'm not happy, I'm not gonna think about the kids. I'm gonna be like, the kids gonna be fine. They're gonna figure it out. They're gonna add, you know, they're gonna get their life together. I don't know.
I feel like people that usually...
That's probably me coming from a broken home.
No.
I just start crying. Start opening up.
Thinking my abandonment issues.
Yeah, and it's interesting because I know you, Caroline, you come from a
grounded, stable home.
And I don't. I come from a broken home too, where my parents separated. No, but it's, I mean, it happens. But in today's age, I feel like it's happening more.
It's honestly not even a big deal.
But in today's age, it's happening more because it's people are living together. And New York is becoming, not just New York, anywhere. When you're living together and you have a family, it's just easier to get by and take care of yourself. There's a lot of people that just can't run back home to mom or dad, you know? So people like, yo, I got kids and I'm with this guy and I've been with him for like 15 years and we hate each other. But this fucking rent is
But we doing it for the kids.
You know? And the kids.
We doing it for the kids about bills.
No, facts. You split the house up. Now the kids don't know where school they're going to. Now you don't know who's going to take care of them after school. Now you don't know how this is going to happen. Now you don't know how the light's going to get paid. Because that's it. Only one income. And realistically, in today's world, that is a very big reality. Mm-hmm. People are staying for them. That fucking rent makes people stay together longer.
Do you think they're staying just like for convenience or like la costumbre?
La costumbre, that's another thing. People are very comfortable in their relationships too. It's so scary to leave something you've been a part of.
To start something new, something uncertain.
Your time's already wasted.
That
son.
you don't
You gotta
know.
understand this. Your 15 years just went out the fucking pipe. Now you're gonna waste another what?
Juventud.
Nah, man, it happens, bro. Like, you know, there's a bunch of people like this. Like, there's a lot of women today that are in their mid-30s that they've been in a relationship since they were 16 to now, and they got 3 kids.
Damn.
Professionals working that never got to live.
Damn, now they
Why? Because they was in love. They was in love,
yeah.
which was great. And then from being in love, they went to what? Being a mom. From being a mom, now they
I feel like that was about to be me in my 7-year relationship. Like I was dead about to stay, like, and just live comfortably, miserably. Like,
really?
Yeah, I was so ready for that.
Just really?
Yeah, like you said, love is blinding, bro.
I honestly
just like, this is what love's supposed to be like. So I'm
my first love. I didn't know any better.
Yeah,
honestly,
I've honestly had some guy tell me that, like, off the bat, he was like, listen, like you're a great woman and you look phenomenal and I really like the vibe that we have, and I feel like, you know, when you're done with school, because I was like in college still, he's like, when you're done with school, like you are gonna just come live with me, and like you're not gonna have to work, you're just gonna be in the house and just like
was that
I was like 17.
You like them 60-year-olds, don't you?
No. He was like, I think he was probably like 19 or 20.
Same
so
thing.
it was like a 3 age difference. But when he told me that was like the most unattractive thing you could tell me.
How old were you?
I was 17, so I was super young, but I was like, nah.
And he was 19.
I've never been. Yeah, he was like 19 or 20. Yeah, he was older than me.
Puerto Rican.
No, Dominican. Like Dominican.
Like he had to be Puerto Rican.
We love y'all too, B.
No, but
We love y'all, bro. Y'all in right now.
You want to turn off this shit because we talked about you?
No, when he told me that, I was like, no, I can't do this because I've never been the type to like just want to settle and just become like a housewife type. Like, aunque tú me compres toda la vaina, like I that's just not my style. Especially if like you just told me like after I finish college, like if I finish college, I'm gonna have to pay like the loans, the this, the that. Like I'm trying to get my degrees worth, but I'm not gonna fucking get my degrees worth if I'm in the house just like fucking waiting for you to get home from work. Like what is life? So
that's why I carry myself in a nonchalant attitude. Because if I worry about you and what you do and what you find important and you, where is me?
Yeah, right.
Where the fuck is me, my nigga? I'm important, bro. Like
I've always found
I don't got time.
Yeah, I've always found it's cool. Like if it usually works well if like I remember Will Smith said this. Nobody's in charge of your happiness. Like.
Facts.
You gotta be happy.
I saw that shit.
You have to be happy.
And the person who's your partner is a supplement to your happiness.
Yeah.
Not because that only you make me happy, and if I'm not with you anymore, I'm not happy no more. Like, bro, I have happiness without you, and that's why it's important to be single and learn yourself and know yourself and live with yourself. Like, live with yourself. Like, don't live with texting somebody all day.
If I would have never been single for such a long time at that time, I would have been like, yes. I'm here, like I graduate tomorrow, my guy. Like I'm moving in the next day. But because I was single and I kind of like knew what I wanted and got to know myself, I was like, yeah, this ain't it. Like this sounds perfect and everything, but not at this moment in my life. Like I'm trying to do something else and.
Know yourself, know your worth, nigga.
I really like that you're a Pisces. Like I actually really love that sign. Yeah, like
yo, Pisces
one of my favorite signs.
Hi,
Anna. When's your birthday?
March 3rd.
Yeah.
Yo,
now we're the best. We're like, I feel like we're so like empathetic because we kind of go through what a lot of people go through.
Do you consider yourself indecisive?
Do you consider yourself empathetic because you're a Pisces? Because I feel like everybody.
we're about to turn up on the Pisces right now.
To the extent that the Pisces does it, like they're very emotional.
There's levels. There's levels.
It's levels to the shit. No. I mean empathetic because to be able to empathize, you can only empathize if I go through what you go through. Then I empathize because I went through it. I can sympathize.
You can't empathize if you're trying to put yourself in somebody's shoes.
No, you can sympathize.
Even if.
Empathizing
now let's define those things.
Yeah, empathizing means you've gone through the same situation, so
you've been there, done that.
Yes, so you can relate. Sympathize means you haven't gone through that, but you can relate.
Okay, cool difference. I actually love that definition.
I don't know. I feel like there's shit that I have not been through that I feel like I can empathize because like I feel like when you tell me something, I get so like in touch with stories. That's just me. Like I get so in touch with stories that I'm just like I just feel like anytime that when it's about to happen to me, that's my thought. I'm like even when niggas, I'm sorry, niggas and shit.
we love ya, right? Don't let Natasha tell you different.
But I'm just saying, like when like some shit is funny, there are times when I think about shit that my friends been through. That I'm like, nigga, I don't trust you. What the fuck? Like, and it's sad. And it's
because
crazy.
You sympathize, but you haven't gone through it because it hasn't happened to you. So obviously, you do have emotions. You can relate, but that doesn't mean.
So you're saying your Pisces are what?
I feel like they're more empathetic.
Because everything that has happened to other people has happened to you?
Or for the most part. I'm not saying everything, all, but for the most part, like yo, we be going through some shit. Like, honestly, Pisces just get both sides of the spectrum. What do you think about that, Ruben?
You know, it's funny, because I was thinking about a Pisces, a friend of mine. And
oh damn! I mean, he's gonna talk about me, but
but it's crazy because there are like not that you guys are the same person, but in feelings
they're all very similar.
They're in feeling they're very selfless people and very emotional people.
They are very emotional.
More givers than receivers.
Oh, that's me. Do you consider yourself a pushover?
You consider yourself what, Mercado?
Mucho amor.
I let you know that shit, bro. Like, I sort of got, no, I'm talking about this conversation, but I come to Ruben, like, about me, and I'm like, yo, this thing is speaking facts, bro. Like, how can you know?
You know, and anybody that knows me and listens to this podcast, any friend that's ever spoken to me tells me the same
Yo,
thing.
I swear that you're what Similar question.
I'm not a perm either. Somebody had a perm, and I don't appreciate that shit. No, but...
no, I get what you mean. No, because like, it's facts. Yo, you be telling me about me, and I'm just like...
Because
how did he know this before me?
I try to put myself... And it comes with my sign. I'm a Taurus. I'm super loving, super passionate, super hard-headed. I'm very empathetic.
So you guys believe in like zodiac signs and stuff and what they say about you, and like Capricorn, and the moon rising in like Gemini or some shit.
It's like that. Something they be saying accurate shit, bro. That's all. I'm not a big believer of much in terms of much, but there's just some things to be very accurate about people's tendencies and you know.
I don't know about daily horoscopes. Like I don't know about.
They be like, yo, if you chill, you get this job. If you wildin'. And you there like, yo, that ass.
Yo, you be chilling.
You be like, yo, word, man. I'm bugging. And you
be chill, and you be sitting there like, yo, they gon' call me, bro. You be like, yo, let me not leave the house today. Let me chill.
The day you read that, you was about to throw mad resumes out, but you're like, nah, my shit's at the chill, so let me fucking chill.
You be like, yo, I've been wildin'. You get reading a daily horoscope. You're such a stupid ass. What you mean, bro? Some nigga in the basement wrote that.
Sometimes that should be on point.
Yeah.
I do. Sometimes I'll be like, yo, what the fuck?
It depends on the app, I feel like. Some apps be like, yo, you're gonna get a blessing today. Don't shit happen.
Am I throwback for reading my shit on the newspaper? Like I get my horoscope daily from the newspaper.
That's cute. Make those. That's cute.
Like, do you cut them out when it's cool?
No, I just read it. One time I read that shit and they were like, "Oh, you're making great moves for your business," and I'm like, "How the fuck you know I'm gonna start my own business?" Like, I didn't even tell anyone this. So I just be like, "Whoa."
Hey, Rihanna got a business. I was saying she's a Pisces.
I mean, yeah.
No, I'm like, what? Pisces all day. Hi,
Rihanna. Nah, like, it's funny, but Pisces are very empathetic people. You guys are a bit of pushovers, though.
Yeah, yes, because it's hard to just say no, because as a person, you wouldn't want to be in that situation and have someone tell you no.
Pisces are
so because we can
relate. What about like Capricorns and Pisces? Because I feel like in a way you guys are very similar. Like me speaking to her and I feel like to her, I'm like, yeah, very like deep into things. And you're not very, I don't know how emotional you get with him, because Stephany tries to be unemotional, even though we know she's the most emotional person.
It's a brick wall out here.
She's the most emotional person in the room, but she tries to act like she's not. And then like you actually like look like you're not, but then you might be too. So
Caroline,
I look like I'm not emotional.
No.
Yeah, the way
Nah,
you look like you're not.
I don't know if it's because I don't know if it is that you don't look emotional.
Listen,
but you look like you definitely know how to deflect.
Listen, how to
missile.
Emotions.
Yeah.
What do you mean? Wait. What do you mean deflect a missile?
Like anything can bounce right.
Nothing can hurt you, kind of thing. I don't know.
Like yo,
it's very interesting because like
I'm empathetic.
You don't. I feel like you don't let people get to you. Or you don't show it at least.
Why do you guys feel that way about me? I'm just curious.
There's just a certain energy you emit.
Yeah, like a vibe that you just put out. Like it's like you don't like shit might affect you. but you don't let it show.
But what is that? What is that energy that you guys are talking about? I'm very curious to know. Because actually,
that's a good question.
You
guys can't see her, but this is those fucking curls, bro. I don't know,
bro. I
feel answer that because I don't know how to answer that.
Right.
I feel like everyone says this about me. Okay. Like, yo, you look like you're unfazed. No, you don't care about anything. You don't care about anything.
Yeah, I don't know what they was all about, but from what I can see, I feel like you look like the type of person to like have her shit together. And like if shit don't work out, like you'll still make shit work. Like you're very like you don't need people to make shit work.
That's just the way you look. Stephanie kind of met you today.
Yeah, I literally not kind of like it was today.
That's a hell of an observation for someone you just met.
And
let me tell you something.
Listen, I'm here. I'm intuitive.
And that's a good thing though.
And you know, let me tell you something. It's crazy because Capricorns, it's on point. They're like the masters of their own fate. Like Capricorns usually are very successful people.
Yeah, my mom is a Capricorn.
Very straightforward people that know how to keep it under control. So maybe that's why you emit that energy. Because people that are under control with everything that they do usually have this aura about them that, yo, a esa no le molesta ni nada. Like,
yeah,
no matter what you say. And there's people like that. There's people that aren't. There's people you tell them that, yo, their glasses is tilted and they don't swing on you. There's people like that. I'm
somebody that, like, I think that growing up with two brothers definitely formed that energy that you guys are talking about.
And they're phenomenal, by the way.
Because
shouts out to them.
Yo, Kelvin and Vic. Literally are the best. Yo. But I think growing up,
you only have brothers?
Yeah, I only have brothers. So I feel like they gave me tough skin.
Yeah, okay.
Like really, they're like the sweetest people.
That's the thing is that everybody who meets my brothers and meets me, they be like, "Yo, tú eres la matatana de todo."
No,
like,
for real, me too.
You compose yourself like you're the oldest.
I feel like you put that on them. Like they give you you give them thick skin.
But I think it's like a balance because me and my siblings are the same way. I'm like the sweetheart, and they are like the total opposite of
even though I've never seen any of them like on some furious or you either, but I feel like I can see you furious rather than your brothers.
Because I have like the serious look, like the kind of right. I feel
like
people tell me that like you look serious.
You look like no. You want me to tell you exactly? Yeah. You know what I'm
saying?
Like, all right, let me tell you exactly what this situation is. Let's say 10, 15 years ago.
Yeah. Yeah, I get along.
Kelvin?
No,
yeah, me and Victor. I love Pisces honestly because of my brother. My brother's a Pisces,
Aquarius.
So Kelvin's an Aquarius. Yeah.
I literally only dated Aquarius.
But everybody that I've ever cared for or loved
is an Aquarius.
My brother's starting an Aquarius. My best friend Gabriel, an Aquarius. My other best friend Kelvin, an Aquarius. My ex,
most of my relationships have been Aquariuses.
You know what's crazy is that I feel that way about Pisces. They keep reappearing in my life. Like
all your Aquarius,
but I love them.
Gabriel.
What's your love match though?
My love match, like, what do you mean? Like, my love capability according to Capricorn terms or according to Caroline terms? Because they're different.
Both. We got time to.
So, I think on, like, the internet, it'll say shit like, I match with Taurus, Virgo, and Pisces. And the signs that I encounter the most are Taurus and Pisces. And I love Pisces, like that's a sign that like I don't know, they just keep popping back into my life, and
listen, it's
always great vibes when I meet a Pisces, male or female, especially male. Every Pisces male that I've ever spoken to,
listen, if you're a Pisces male,
sparked the light bulb. Like,
I don't know, I feel like the one for me, like mine says like Leo and.
Okay, so you're Aries. So I feel like a dork for knowing all of this, but when I was young, I started Googling this because I had nothing better to do.
Yo, that's when Google was popping, yeah.
I was a kid, like, you know. So Aries is a fire sign, so you get along with other fire signs. Leo, Sagittarius, another fire sign. I think Gemini is air. But
I think Gemini is one of them.
I think it might be Gemini or a summer sign. I know for sure it's fire.
I had Sagittarius, but I've had like Leo and I've had Gemini and Scorpio, which I fucking hate. I love them. I love them.
That's actually the Pisces love match. So Scorpio and Pisces are supposed to be like the most get along.
And I get why.
You also Capricorn is good for you. Your opposite sign is Virgo.
What's my opposite sign?
I don't remember Aries opposite sign. It's called cardinal sign though. So you might want to look up cardinal sign. But you're a Taurus, so you get along with Capricorn. Yeah, definitely. Virgo.
I feel like you get along with everybody. As a person.
Exactly. Yeah.
Well, you're a Gemini too, so your moon is Gemini, and then your sun Virgo.
So it's like
your Gemini is different faces. Like
you're a Gemini.
His moon, yeah.
Oh, because I was gonna say
his moon, sis.
Oh,
I was born in April.
Chill, sis.
I'm about to get popped on.
She didn't get it the first time, bro.
This because my moon sign said Gemini. I'm about to get swung on.
He was about to get unfriended, unfollowed, everything. Like,
but it's still my moon sign though. So.
No, I feel like
so you're still trying to get unfollowed because that could make that shit happen.
Alright, my bad.
The people that I has worked with, I've had like different. I don't think I've had the same one twice. Like the guys that I've spoken to, but I feel like Leo is like legit. Like so when I see like Aries and Leo and this, and I'll just be like, and Leo was with like that sign Leo. Not that was the name. That was when I was like 14, 13.
You know what's crazy?
Best relationship. I was like 14.
Yo, my first love, the guy I was with for 7 years was a Leo.
How to love. A whole bunch of Lil Wayne.
Bro, Capricorn and Leo do not go together. That's earth and fire, my nigga. We do not go together. He's just like, I feel like he actually made me who I am today too. He's a part of the reason why I'm so tough and like.
That was the 7.
Mm-hmm. Oh, yeah. I definitely think he was a part of it too. Like he definitely taught me like, yo, don't let nobody play you. Don't. That was something that he really engraved in my head. Actually, like, don't get played.
It's just like people. I feel like genuinely, like guys, girls, they just have. Like, they just don't want to be looking like fools out here in these streets. Because I feel like, yo, if you tell me straight up, I'm in a relationship, but I'm still trying to fuck with you, I'll fuck with you more if you're honest about that than if you're like, oh, I'm single. Mind you got a whole relationship outside.
Nah, but listen.
I just don't want to look like a fool. I want to be able to make that choice. If I'll be like, okay, I'm not fucking with you, I'm not fucking with you, but I know the story. If I be like, you know what, I'll see what we do.
I'm not hearing that, bro. 99%
I was about to say.
Of the time, niggas, a nigga be honest. If I'll be like, yo, honestly, shorty, I like you, but I'm not even in the mood for this relationship shit, and I'm trying to clap, and you're fire, and we vibing.
You would say that to somebody?
Yeah.
I'd rather that.
If I know she's a hoe, my nigga, if I know she's a hoe for sure, then I would say some shit like that. No. I'm not gonna say that to no other. Like,
no, you talking about? Is that what I look like?
Damn, bro.
Yo, your face is making guilty, bro. Like that shit stuck with me.
No, I'd rather that than you out here playing games, wasting my time. I'm thinking we're gonna build some shit. Meanwhile, you're not trying to build nothing. Like, I'd rather that.
Yeah,
people lie though. You know what I mean? Like,
but why? I'm saying, why would you want to lie instead of just like, yo, like nobody has time for that. I don't want to look like a fool.
And I don't agree. And I'm not. Again, I hate people that mislead people. And I think we've all been there. I've done it. Essentially, I've done it. And I hate the fact that I probably have misled people in the wrong way.
Yeah.
But I've been in both sides of the spectrum in terms of being with other people like that I shouldn't have been with while I was in a relationship, and me being on the other side where somebody was in a relationship and I was with them. But just it's all situational, because at the end of the day, if I'm honest to a girl and I tell her, listen, okay, let's say if I'm a little bit more respectful, let's say, I'm like, listen, honestly.
If you're more deceiving, okay.
No, less deceiving. If I'm actually more honest, if I actually come out with the full truth, because you're saying stuff that guys should just be honest about their intentions, right? Not to sound dumb, but guys, like if we're talking and it's a good vibe, I'm pretty sure there's a certain time between that conversation, there was a flirting that occurred, right? When that flirting occurred, not that this is the basis of the relationship, there was a very good feeling between that flirt. And 99% of that time, you're not gonna give in to the guy if you know he wants something serious. Now,
really?
Yeah. And I've seen it. I've seen girls completely turn away from a guy the minute they said, listen, I do not want a relationship. This is great. We're vibing. And as soon as that comes up, as soon as the guy's honest, the girl's, that's it. She strays away. Now,
But I feel like
is
that's
it right that guys are fucking lying to, like, yeah, babe, I do want to, when the flirting occurs and the connection and the vibe is happening, and the guy tells you, oh, yeah, you know, they actually fucking say the line, but yeah, I love you, I won't see myself with you, and they end up getting in bed with you, or some dumb shit like that, right? That's them just being fucking, that's just them getting to their goal. Because if a guy's honest, in all honesty, if a guy ends up saying the truth.
Okay, but what if the woman doesn't want a serious relationship either? But the fact that you try to make it seem like you did want to stick it through, they're like, oh no, now they're not interested. Because I feel like it's a choice that women have to make. But guys take that choice away by being deceiving.
No, of course.
And I feel like, why would you want to be deceiving when it's like you don't even know what my intentions are as a woman?
In conclusion, I really feel like guys are just really not all
Because,
guys.
for example, what if a woman just got out of a serious relationship and that's the last thing that she wants? But you're out here trying to speak into her on son, yeah, I'm trying to get serious with you, I'm trying to get in a relationship.
Oh no, if a guy's paying,
That'll drive her away.
If a guy, yeah,
But if you're just straightforward with her, like, nah, I'm just trying to like hit it and quit it, whatever.
I generally try to be honest.
Okay, so if a guy were to tell you I'm trying to hit it and quit it, would you?
It depends on where I'm at. If that's the state where I'm at, then yes, I'm here for it too, my guy.
You guys act do. This is a personal question. If you
Fuck
guys don't
outta
want to
here, bro.
answer, then you don't
Steph
have
is
to.
dubbing that shit
Sometimes
into-
we answer
But
everything.
would you hit it and quit it with a guy?
Yeah.
Yes, women are into casual relationships, guys. Or
Alright, so
nothing at all.
I'm
Or
here to
tell you-
one night stand.
I'm here to tell you that not all women are into that.
And I'm here to tell you that not all women are not into that.
Facts.
Okay? Like, it all
Facts.
depends
Absolutely.
on the woman.
It all depends on the girl. Like there are girls that be like, yo, I
I
don't
feel,
mind.
no, I
like-
mean, there's girls that know the minute they see homie, like, I'm fucking him. And I know that because I've seen it. I've lived it.
Exactly.
I've seen it with other people. I've seen it in situations where it shouldn't happen.
Just
You
like
know?
there are girls that'll be like, wow, I see myself with this guy.
Yeah.
Like, seriously.
But if a guy's trying to clap, being honest, and he knows that there's a chance that you could walk away for being honest, he's not gonna be honest.
all right, so
He's not gonna take that
Another
shit.
question.
That eyes though. I'm being honest.
You right.
So, like, what about if you are the one who wants, like, absolutely no strings, right? And the person does. What's your guys' response to that?
Like if I want no strings attached and,
Right.
and
She's not with it.
she's not with it.
She's like, damn, I just want to fuck, like.
You know what's funny? I've
And you actually want the strings, like.
I've been in that situation and I didn't like it. It felt uncomfortable.
Right.
Because you feel vulnerable. You're like,
Yeah.
fuck.
Imagine how
I
women
I want you
feel.
to be my love.
Imagine how women feel on the
I'm not-
daily, feeling like that. Like,
Oh.
damn, I do want him to wife me up, but like he's not with it, and I'm here like trying to be committed to him, even though we don't have anything. Yo, that like takes a toll on you. So
It's like that. That's where Romeo made all his money. That
Nigga, everybody, yo, just that's not that
Everybody.
nigga.
Yo, every fucking bachatero, bro.
No,
They know
te
happy songs
detenga.
about this. Just be
bro.
mad like
Llora, papi.
Yo, that's where the poetry comes from, son. Get your fucking heartbroken, bro.
Facts, bro. Yo,
Bad.
Listen, we're here for you to release your pain
Nah,
in a healthy
that's
way.
the thing about
okay?
bachata that I don't get. Like, it's the most lit shit.
bro,
ever.
you want to get a party
Like,
started
yo,
really genuinely?
bachata.
like,
you want to see
like,
people dancing?
like you want to break the ice? Like really get people off their ass?
Yo,
Bump a
bachata.
fucking bachata, bro.
But that should be the
brain is
if
not
you-
in phone, bro.
Yo,
But if you stay
God,
home
man.
in your room listening to the bachata, nigga,
So I
and,
go
you hear,
live.
and you hear them lyrics,
Yo,
them shit's hit.
bro, that Romeo. First of all, shouts out to that last.
I'm like, how can a genre do two things at a time? Like, it's like you're
It's
hurt.
suicidal music.
Suicidal music if you sit down and listen, but if you out here at a party, you dancing that shit.
That's
out.
crazy because you're so right, yo.
Bro, I
Like,
seen
How can it be
seen
both?
niggas cry with bachata on in a party.
Exactly.
that's some Kelvin shit,
Yeah,
right?
yeah. Yo, shout out to my
Shout out to
nigga
you,
Kelvin.
Kelvin.
Yo, Kelvin, on the real, I'm
You
proud
the
with
shit,
you.
bro.
I'm proud
You
with
the
you.
shit.
Yo, bro.
Niggas the same.
Same.
Same, bro. Same.
Same type of vibes right here, bro. I get it. I feel it, bro.
Yo, y'all used to make videos in the car.
Facts, bro.
And y'all sit there and just.
and
Nah,
we-
I
the
think y'all dance to
classics.
salsa though. Salsa.
that too. We jump to
Yeah,
everything. And we're gonna make more, bro. It's needed, bro.
Yeah.
Yo, but moral of the story, just be honest. If you're a guy, if you're a girl.
A nigga.
Oh, what
Moral of the
don't
story. Life is short.
Honesty
Don't
is the
waste
best
people's time.
policy. Yes. So if you're being dishonest, you're wasting people's time.
I think also set a standard for yourself when it even when it comes to relationships and then when it comes to fucking people. Like there should be a standard.
Yo,
like,
what, bro? You
Yo,
can't
you
be
gotta
wild.
at least talk to me. Let's not say talk to me for 3
Balance.
weeks, but there has to be some sort of like standard,
A little
like,
bit of
can you-
connection.
like some sort of
Are
genuine.
you saying like the
want.
90-day rule type shit? The three.
I
the
don't want to
3
put a
days?
timestamp on it.
Like
I
even
don't
if
wanna
it's
put a timestamp
that
on it.
one night and you've been dying to get with me, I'm like, yo, tell me some cute shit, bro. Like I don't know. I'm like that one night, just tell me some cute shit.
Yo, niggas like, yo, my nigga, yo.
Recite me a poem or some shit, bro.
We are setting the standards just really low, so you can be out here honest with a bit.
Sing me a song. I don't know, bro.
Like, yo, like, get light, my nigga.
That
Getting
fucks
money. Getting money. For real, bro. Do something, bro.
Not
Do the-
today. Some niggas just be like, yo,
Damn.
I'm trying to fuck. You trying to fuck? Nah, I ain't.
Nah,
Yo,
Like,
bro.
if you are, bro.
I got a friend like that, bro. They
niggas
like, yo,
just be trying to do the
And the
stinky
thing is,
level.
there
Yeah,
are
pop.
not me,
Like, bro,
not
chill,
me,
bro.
but there
Wrong.
are girls out there that are willing to fuck. But the way they approach it is like turn off.
Mm-hmm.
So there are girls that are like, I'll take this for like temporary, whatever. And like the way the guys say it, it's just like
It's all about communication.
you're
Communicating.
corny. I would never ever.
Communication's key. That's why usually.
And then there are girls that would never. Probably like they give it like 3 months.
Yeah.
Niggas be
And-
Harlem shaking out that shit like
Yeah,
nah,
no,
fuck
no,
that.
no, bro, no, but on the real, it's all
It's
about
corny.
communication. It's really all about communication because you could. That's why usually funny guys always get girls. Why? Because they make them feel secure. They make them feel comfortable.
Right, that's true.
If you are just a guy that's like just trying to like, yo, I'm just trying to clap this bitch and like that straight up, and that's your
Bitches be
approach.
like-
It's
Bitches
bad.
like,
It's horrible.
yo, just tell me straight up, don't gas me up or whatever, but they do need a little bit of gas.
Like, coño, mami, yo te veo como el fin del mundo. But they be like, what?
You guys like when niggas
Ladies,
spit
take
like.
notes, okay? Take notes. You hearing this shit?
You guys like when niggas spit like Dominican game?
Nah,
Like,
I hate that shit.
I
do you
honestly-
guys like it? Do you guys?
I
like it?
honestly love that shit. Like,
I knew one of them was gonna say yes. I had to ask.
no. I'm not saying like no hick shit. I'm just saying like
Can you pass me?
cause like Spanish is the language of love, or it's considered the language of love.
The French.
So yo, if
French is sort of.
Up in
I don't
June,
wanna
oh,
kill
like
Yeah,
all the all
Y'all heard all that juice?
Who them got a juice, nigga? It's thirsty out
if it
here.
has like
You're gonna make a joke.
if
Yo,
it has like
this
a
shit
Latin
hitting, bro.
origin,
On the real, this
then
shit
you know
hitting.
that's the language of love. So I feel like if you bag me in Spanish, I feel like that's so much more intense.
I don't know. I
Than
don't
if you
like
bag me
that.
in English.
I don't
I've
like-
always felt that way, but it's like I'm not trying to have you
I
go
feel like,
like,
I feel like
all
it
hick on
depends.
me.
I feel like it depends. It's all because I feel anything works as long as it's in the right moment and at the right time. So as long as something is said correctly and perfectly like
Oye
delivered.
ma, tú a mí me gusta un tro.
I feel like if you speak English like I do, you know, semi accent, semi not, and then you say some cute shit in Spanish, I'm gonna be like, oh my god.
This thing, wow.
my
But if you straight hate that,
Yeah,
even
no,
barely
no,
know
no.
English, I don't know if I'm
Yeah,
down.
no, not
Nigga.
that.
I always said like.
Nigga, mami, esa vaina, esta toya.
Nigga,
Yo te compro tu chisme.
And nobody even touched the table.
Yo, bro, te compro, look, wildin'.
No, that's a little too much. But you know, you
You
can
like that
start.
shit.
It's a
I always thought like I want to be able to have Spanish dialogue with my man.
yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Exactly,
I need to be
yeah.
able to speak Spanish with you, whether,
Yeah.
And
whether
English.
you're Puerto Rican, Colombian, whatever your
Both.
nationality is, or
Bebé,
hopefully you're Dominican.
Acho,
but-
cabrón, yo te agarro. Tanto cabrón, yo tengo hambre.
That's OD. Nah,
I'm like, where Ruben go?
Ruben is trying to diminish women.
Nah, I mean, it's, yeah, like for me, I always say, yo, my partner, like, and I've really felt this way. I don't know if I still feel this way, but I always said this, like, my partner has to be able to dance with me, bro. Like, that's like,
like if I don't know bachata?
I don't see my life with somebody that I cannot
Dance bachata with?
can't.
Is that like a turn?
Is that a deal breaker? Like, damn.
Yo, bro, I really feel that way. Like,
It's a deal breaker?
Yeah,
It's a
but
deal
let me tell you why.
breaker?
And let me tell you why.
Is a deal?
Listen, yes, because
Yes,
you can
bro.
learn how to dance bachata.
Yo,
but you
Natasha
can't
about to hit me with
Alright,
the
go,
quarter.
go, go.
Teach them like it's
Go.
a deal. Wait.
Like, let me tell you why.
Are you done with the bitch? You don't. Okay, go. Continue.
Like, yeah, like you're a dog. Cause
Listen, we asked men to be honest.
this is wrong for you. Like,
This is
forever,
Ruben with
ever,
some
nigga.
honesty.
Oh
Like,
my God.
this is why, and this is
He's
why
about to
I
get-
grew up expressing myself, dancing,
Cool.
singing.
Yeah.
Like,
Facts.
and anybody that knows that
You
shit.
view
Yeah,
dance as a
no,
form
So
of
you
dance-
telling me at the family party I gotta dance with the vecina? You wildin', cause then you're gonna be tight and you're not gonna be with it. You're gonna be like, first of all, you're gonna be like, stop touching that bitch, and I'm not dealing with that. That's just not happening. So now,
No, it is true. You grew up like you were like the center. They was like, yo, Ruben, este el otro, like
Till this
like,
day, till
no,
this
no,
day.
but like I mean, like 14. Like it was like I feel like at this point it was like pushed onto you. Like, it was like, nigga,
I have
this
to
is
dance,
you.
nigga.
This is what you like. Alright. They were like, yo, Ruben, dance. You didn't even want to. You was playing PlayStation and shit.
Yo, I'm like, yo, can I be a kid, my nigga? Can I play manhunt? Can I
Ruben, que
play?
tal lo bien dance?
Niggas will be playing freestyle frozen. Like, I'm frozen. Let me finish.
Like, I feel like at some point that shit was just full, but it was true. Like it was like, yo, Ruben can, and it was like always like Gabriel can.
Hey, Gabriel, I love you,
We
my
love
nigga.
you, Gabriel. No, but when it came to salsa, at least, because Gabriel got the bachata down.
That
But when it
ain't
came to
got
salsa, it was like, Ruben, do your shit, and Ruben used to be like,
Right.
yo, we need to get this
Boy,
nigga out,
Ruben used to
bro.
Harlem shake the salsa.
No.
I would tell you I ain't look like that, bro.
Stephanie, are you high right now? No?
Yo, word.
You trying to violate me?
Facts, my
I'm
nigga.
still stuck on you, Ruben, nigga. Nigga said, I ain't look like that.
Nah, on the real though.
I gave him my own.
That's really a deal breaker for me. Like that's not even an argument. That's not a conversation. Like I always said.
It's not even a conversation.
Like I
So you picked them up at parties?
I was with somebody once that I really liked. I don't know if I was like deeply in love with her, but it felt good and it felt genuine and it felt good. And every time we would go out, because back like before I would go out every weekend or anytime I would have a family gathering or I couldn't dance with her. and
That was a problem.
and it was like it didn't feel right. Like it didn't feel genuine in my heart, and it bothered me a lot. And I was like, yo, I can't be like this, bro, on the road. Like this is not happening, son. Like when I do my family reunions, all my aunts, uncles, cousins, everybody gonna be there. Her family gonna be there, and I can't dance with you. Nah, bro. Wedding night.
But can you
Wedding
like,
night. Wedding night. What I'm gonna do? What I'm gonna do?
Can there be nights where you out here like in your room? It's just and you teaching, huh?
Man, there's people that will never learn, bro.
Can
Nah,
you
there's
give
people
a
that will
chance?
learn.
But you feel like it's a like no conversation or nothing.
Listen, it is what it is. Like, what you want? You want Ruben
But
to
what
sit
if
here
she
and lie?
can? What if she can?
See, I'm
There's
being honest.
people that will learn but will stay stiff as fuck. But they learn this shit.
They know the 1, 2,
know
3,
steps,
but
they stay stiff as fuck, yo.
True, that's
bro.
true, that's true.
You wildin'. That 1, 2, 3 shit is a dub too.
Bro, if you're not doing the dance move, what
Yeah,
you
bro.
don't dance with me,
Bro,
bro.
if I don't throw that secret,
If I hear you counting,
like yo, you shut your stupid ass.
I'm gonna hear the song, nigga. The fuck up.
It was a Friday after next. Shut up, say something else. Look, dumbass,
You
yo.
was like my
Badass.
ass down. Fuck that.
Yeah, bro. That's just not. But it's just not. It's not cool for me, man. It's
No, I feel you.
I feel like it's genuine too. I feel like that's a genuine.
That's why I say a lot. Like, I want to be with a Dominican nigga. Like,
Really?
Same.
Yeah.
Like, yeah.
Everything I heard about Dominicans.
Yes, like,
But
yes,
the thing is
Dominicans
that
ain't shit. But
there's
listen.
a difference between somebody who's Dominican and lives in the South Bronx and somebody who's Dominican and lives in Morris Park. Like, it's dead ass.
I thought she was gonna say New York.
All right.
That too, though.
All right,
That
Iris,
too,
all
though.
right. I'm gonna
Yo,
turn
she
into a
went
politician.
live.
All right. I'm gonna turn into a
Wait.
politician.
What's the difference?
This is a fucking resentment because I felt that. I'm from the South Bronx. I'm not from
What's
Orange
the
Park.
difference?
Look at my brothers.
But for the people that don't know your
Now
brothers,
look at a nigga.
I didn't know there was a period.
Now
on
look
that.
at your average nigga from Instagram.
There's another period.
You understand what I mean? Like,
I
it's
feel
a
like there
fucking difference.
No, I
the
get it.
same way there's a difference between girls from Morris Park and girls from Kingsbridge Road.
I get it.
That's
It's a
awesome.
fucking
Nah. Yo, I hope this don't get around. I hope this don't.
like 10 minutes
Yo,
away.
oh my God.
Am I bugging though?
No, I hope this don't get around. But my baby mom lives in Kingsbridge. Damn.
The PM.
Unless we on a post this. Oh shit.
No. It's a fact though. It's alright. I get it.
I'm like, but where do we stand on that?
right?
I'm closer to Kingsbridge.
I'm like, I would have much better.
I don't think it 100% for every literal girl it matters. It makes a difference.
Literal.
Yeah, not literally, but
because
like.
I'm like.
She's saying personally. Yeah.
Like Ruben can be South Bronx Ruben or like Lower East Side Ruben or Albany Ruben.
Yeah, you get into your
You
white
for
people bag.
everybody, but bro.
Exactly.
All United Nations, you heard?
My guys for the people, you heard?
Facts
Like,
for me. Facts.
That's funny.
Niggas, I don't know if that's a good
I'm like
thing.
Obama's cousin. You wildin'.
Yo, mama.
They gave her a dad. Niggas say you for everybody. Word, bro.
Oh wait. Not like that. Hold
My
on.
got on mad.
Wait. Hold on. First of all, let's
I didn't mean guys and
the
girls.
way I was promoting it too, I'm like, yeah, my guys for the people.
niggas, I'm for everybody. First of all, pause. Nah, yo, I'm sorry.
I think the liquor hitting.
Honestly, I'm clapped right now.
Yo, and the jokes are getting good. The jokes are getting good.
It's more than 40. It is what it is.
Nah, but I feel like this was a great pod.
What is it on?
It's on like 42, so.
Yo, Steph cut the jokes short.
Yeah, let it happen.
man, niggas
We
is
gotta
dying.
be before 90.
I was about to get on my Dave Chappelle shit.
We give him like 10 more minutes.
Alright.
10 because this shit is too good.
Nah.
We did a part 2.
What's
That's
a
how good it was.
Nah, facts.
What's a question that you've always been like curious to know what people think about?
In terms of
I want to
Anything
talk
and
about the
everything.
recent tweets, and I just asked a question on my recent tweet. So,
What is the
Okay.
reasons? What?
so I asked a question like social media versus like online dating websites. Like, what's the real difference between an online dating website like Tinder
facts.
and Match.com between Twitter and Instagram? Because I saw a guy DMing on my feed, I guess, and like he was like, "Oh, I want to pull up on one of my followers." So I'm like,
Why he didn't pull up?
I mean, I don't know. Just like he just said that, he tweeted that. So I'm thinking like the same way you're looking at people on social media, you're like, I want to bag her, I want to DM her, I want to talk to her or him. You're doing that on Match.com or Twitter.com. Like there's no difference between Tinder and Twitter right now. What do you think about that though?
I think that's true, but I feel like Tinder. I've never been on Tinder, but I feel like it's more straightforward. Like it's more like more honest. Like yo, like what we down to do. But Twitter is like it's still like that. It's still like on some what we down to do because it's Twitter. But they won't tell you that. They'll just be like trying to get to like at least your name, like your age, where you live at, so they could like see where the link up is gonna happen. But Tinder is more like straightforward. Like yo, this time, this hotel. This night, like
damn. I
don't
think
know.
so. I don't think so. To be honest with you, I was on Tinder before, and I met actually a really cool person.
Mm-hmm.
Like, and we became friends.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, and like I just met a cool person. Like I met up with him, and like we had wine, and it was really cool. We went to some bar, we had wine, and it was cool. And then it just never happened. He actually did some dumb shit, but it just never happened. Like, it's okay. It's okay. Like, it's one of those things that I was like, yo.
Yeah, things happen. Things
just
happen.
never happened.
I feel like I've met
But
people
there's,
like that.
I think it's called
I feel like
Hinge.
Tinder's more. I feel like Tinder's more like for artistry too. It's like a way. It's a different way. Like, so we were speaking about poetry earlier. How the shorter the poem is, the more direct the wording is, the more it hits you.
Yeah.
Well, Twitter's 140 characters, 160 characters.
But
See
is that
exactly
true
what you're
though?
saying.
So
Have you guys read books?
yeah,
Finished books?
I have but
I finished
but
a couple of books
nothing, but nothing
in my life. Not a lot.
Has any stuck with you?
Yeah,
you
50
are a
Shades.
badass.
50 Shades fucked me up in the train a couple times. I like, and it's different for me, for women, obviously. Thank God I had a bag.
Okay, so we know what kind of books you read.
No, I'm just saying that's the one that stuck
That's
with
not
me.
the mic, right? That's not the mic, but
I read Lord of the
you're
Rings.
talking into the juice.
I read Lord of the Rings.
No, but there are like it doesn't matter. Like I don't think it matters the length of it. Like yes, Stephanie tries to get to people, and I feel like you go too, with your short messages. But there are messages out there that can be longer because some people, yes, almost everybody, they're like focus is like it lasts like what, like 30 minutes, maybe less, 5 minutes. I don't know.
It
I have no idea.
Like it all depends. So it depends. So
on
like,
your focus, it depends on the subject, if it relates. If
you
it,
see how
like,
memes.
it depends on
All right.
different shit.
Let me tell you. Let me rebuttal that, and let me tell you exactly how I'm gonna rebuttal this.
Okay.
Like, you see how memes have taken over the world,
Right.
and they've taken
And
over
gifs.
the world,
Oh,
and they've
gifs?
taken over the world in a way because the humor.
Wait,
is
what do you
so,
call it? Gifts or gifs?
GIFs. I call it
Okay.
GIFs.
Same.
Because the humor is so direct and short,
Right.
but it's so like clear as day what the fucking jokes are.
They even made a game out of
Like
that
the the fucking SpongeBob. I'm a head out.
shit.
Yeah, when the
That
food does
shit
it.
is fucking
Who makes
hilarious
those
because you could put any joke on it and it just like tells you.
Anything. And it be
Anything.
dark jokes too.
Yo, bro, the worst
You
joke.
be like, same.
You'd be like, when Shorty come through, she tell you that
Relatable.
she 3 weeks late, and you be like, alright, I'm gonna head out. You be like, yo, that's fucking hilarious, fucked up.
Dominican be like, yo, I'm bored. I'm right out.
Yo,
I'm gonna
word.
go make myself a different family. A new family. Or some
I'm
shit.
dead.
Leave that, I'm out.
Yeah, my
Yo.
nigga.
Swear to God.
Please,
I've
God.
seen the darkest memes and then the funniest
And
ones.
yo, bro,
most
the darker it is, the
relatable.
more funnier it is, and it's
Yeah.
short. And it's short. It's all short. Why? Because the brain loves. That's why our phones is designed.
Sometimes though,
I mean.
there are times, cause like, damn, I have a block.
Like, yo, my shit be long. You don't tell me. Don't tell me
I
about
should
long.
be like 32 pages long. Well, no, stop.
Like,
But it's like it depends if
Alright,
the
resumes.
subject
resumes.
relates to you. If there's a subject that relates to you, right? Like, I wrote this blog and it was like, Bronx Bay, something about a letter. This is your love letter. I think. Like, and it wasn't a love letter. It was more like the guy had to get himself together before like meeting. Like people thought like even like the feedback that I got, it was like, oh shit, like I thought you was gonna be like, oh love story, whatever. And it wasn't like that. It was more like, get your life together. I know life is hard right now. I'm going through it. You going through it. Like it was like shit. Like it was motivating to guys. Whoever my love bay is, whatever the fuck it. But it was like that.
That nigga playing the greatest. Yo, first of all, my love
That
babe
nigga-
hide and seek champ. Nigga, 24 years running. Can't find this nigga nowhere.
Take me out. I'm gonna head out.
God damn.
What do you think about soulmates? Like, do you guys believe in soulmates?
Yes.
I did too.
Bro, the way I felt.
I don't want to.
And there's also this thing. And there's also this good thing called twin flame. I don't know if you guys heard of it.
What is that?
A twin flame is like basically they say that like in your 20s, like you escape your like body, like your soul escapes your body, and it retransforms into someone else. So
Oh,
that
shit,
becomes
really?
your twin flame. This is
I was thinking about like,
Yo,
let it work out with his
you know-
friend.
you know-
I'm gonna get with his brother.
Yo, my twin flame is the nigga that made Baby Shark. You know how rich that nigga is?
Nah, that little girl, that she's over here like, what I do? What I do? I was over here jamming like, what I do?
No, I feel like
I'm like,
I
damn,
believe in
she's 4 and she
soulmates.
made it.
So
I believe in soulmates, but then it's like I don't necessarily believe that you have to meet them at this time in your life, like, or in your lifetime.
So if you die, you might still meet them.
Yeah, like, but not in this life, you know. Why you
who
laughing?
knows?
Like in your next life, you're gonna come back as a tree. In the next tree, gonna be next to you, gonna be like, my
what if
baby.
in the
Yeah,
next life
Fuck outta here.
We are gonna be Tristan and Isolde up in this bitch.
Wait, I don't want to get religious. I do not, honestly, the last thing I want to do in this podcast is get religious, alright?
No, but hear
But
me
you think
out.
we're going to come back as a tree, like if we die?
Nah, bro, I'm just saying because you said the
Oh,
next
But
life. You
hear
don't know
me
what the
out.
next life is.
Okay, but hear me out. What if my soulmate is in Australia and I've never been to Australia and I'm never gonna fucking get to Australia?
Have you seen The Good Place?
Mm-hmm.
That's a good ass show.
Yeah, that is.
You
a
think
good
it
show.
ends up like that?
No, but it's like it's not far off. I don't think it ends like that, but it's
You
not
seen
far
The
off.
Good Place?
No, I haven't.
It's a regular world.
I really. This is why.
Just in a good
This is
place.
why I be struggling with.
That was our show.
with the
We used to
idea-
watch that shit together.
This is my idea. This is why I be struggling with the idea of a soulmate. And is there somebody out there that can make you genuinely
I
happy?
feel like there is, but you don't
Statistically,
necessarily
yes.
have to meet them.
Statistically, yes. There's fucking 8 billion people. So there's obviously someone out there that can.
Yeah.
The thing is, will life take you down a road where you will find them? We don't know that.
Exactly.
Yes.
And let me tell you, and this is fuck.
feel like
I
yes.
probably will regret saying this on this podcast because this is kind
Because
of
it's recorded and I'm going to bring you back years from now.
I'm
like,
but you
said
that
She gonna turn this into a gym.
When you give your vows, I'm
I got
like,
the
nigga, when you said that shit.
But all honesty, like after my ex, it was so hard to even wrap my mind around thinking that somebody else could have, and it was genuine because
Could have what? Could have
been like
your right hand.
my right hand, my best friend, because my ex was that to me. It was more than
Right,
just a
right.
relationship. She
Did
was
you
my-
find that after your ex?
Oh, do you believe you have different soulmates in life?
Wow, so many questions thrown at you.
Yeah, word, all at once. I'm here fucking trying to shred my soul, and
Is
you're
it
trying to shred it
paparazzi?
more.
Should I bring out the camera?
Yo, damn. No,
What was the questions?
yo, what? Repeat. no, stop.
Do you believe there's different soulmates like in your life?
What does that mean?
Like if
Different
Like you
soulmates?
Yeah, what is that exactly?
Like you see how people always think of like one. You just have one soulmate. Do you believe you have two? Like for example,
No, I
if
think
if I'm with someone, but that person dies, but I meet someone else, and they become the person that I used to be with. They become my new soulmate.
No.
Do you think like
I
that's
think
true?
every person you're with is an experience, and like I literally see that on quotes and whatever. But I actually believe that like every person you've been with, even if at the end of it all you end up with one of them, I don't know. But like every person you've been with is a freaking experience, and it's like you learn something from each one of them. Like you learn how to like not be possessive, or you learn not to be like, or at least you try not to be like them if they're possessive, or like you learn something from every relationship. And like the one I forgot where I was going.
No, like I get it. So like I know I totally get it. But like for me, it's since my ex, right? Like after like when I said it, when me and my ex had that conversation that day, and it was like, you know what, bro, this is so
literally had a
toxic.
conversation.
I was like, yo, bro, this is so toxic, bro. Like it was literally that. It was like,
Bro, this is toxic.
this is,
bro.
we were getting to the point where it was the same argument
You're
every
not
day.
happy. I'm not happy.
You're not happy, I'm not happy. And you know what's funny, bro? Sex can be very deceiving. Because
Facts.
sex will keep you there every day because it's great and it feels good. And
Yo,
it's
that
comfortable.
sex is awesome, bro.
No, but there are times that like
Clap
Speak
your
for
hands.
yourself. Speak for
Hey,
yourself.
listen, I haven't had sex in a minute, bro. Like,
there are times when like
Wait.
it's not that it's even if it's great, like it might be great, but there are times when it might not be great. It might be okay, but
It might be trash.
that's
Maybe
true.
What the
That's
fuck was
true.
this?
but
Almost pulled a hamstring here for nothing. Nigga, bum ass. My fucking knees hurt. I had 2 surgeries. Your bum ass. Fuck is
there
this?
is something like something about fear of being like alone that like will drag you to somebody that you don't even have fun with sex, bro. Like not that it's whack either, like you said it. Also, you know.
I mean, it might be great
It might
for
be
them,
okay.
but it might be trash
It
for
might
you.
be no. It might be okay, and you still run to that person just because there's some fear of being alone. There's some fear of like not even fear, like some loneliness. Like it's just you feel lonely, and you just run back to the person that like the sex was alright. It wasn't that good, but it's like better than nothing.
Like first of all,
damn, but that's
I'd rather have that than nothing.
That's settling.
Definitely settling.
And that's also what Steph said about like being alone and like learning to love yourself, because when you don't settle and you just when you don't settle and you just be apart from them and learn to love yourself, that's when you start to gain better standards.
Facts.
Your next relationship is healthier because you love
Your
yourself. You know what you
skin is
need.
glowing, like
That
listen.
ass.
yo, but let me ask you a question.
Okay.
Right? All right. So the next
don't
one.
be glowing out here, so he don't know.
No, my skin be.
He's like, yo, my skin always been like this. I've been glowing since
I got the
14.
softest skin in the room. Wow.
Since 14.
No, but all honesty, it's okay. Let's say the relationship's over. You are in better situations. You do feel better. You have met great people. You've had great times, great sex, great single life, great everything, great flings, great situationships.
All your different stages
great,
of
right?
life.
What's the question?
So, how do you know? How do you apart? Still, because even though all these things are going well, it doesn't guarantee that you've removed your emotions from your last attachment.
It's just you putting them aside.
That's why I say there's a difference between accepting it and a difference between not getting over it. Because I could be over it and accept it. I could be not over it and accept the fact that it's not gonna happen. So like it's a difference. I don't know.
It's tough, bro. This shit is crazy. This is why I'm just like.
So what's up, Ruben? Like, are you okay, bro?
We're
I'm
here,
good.
my guy. We're here.
No, I'm good. I'm out in front. Fuck these hoes. No, stop. No, stop. No.
Nah, fuck these hoes, bro.
Don't worry about that. There's too many girls in the room. I know.
I don't care.
I said guys, but I didn't mean that.
Anybody who's ever known me is crazy. I've had like a crazy balance of friendships throughout my life. I've always tried to surround myself with women, and you know why? Because you get better insight, and it's better to
That's
talk.
me with guys.
Like it's so like in
another way, like yes, that's me with guys.
When I mean I surround myself with women, I'm not talking about in a promiscuous way. I'm not talking about fucking and being a dirtbag. Nah, I'm talking about literally
the way they think,
like everything, every detail, because it's when you go into it, you do. Cause
the human mind is a beautiful thing.
Bro, that's right.
No, but just like the opposite sex is just like different.
All honesty, a girl that just gives in to like her body, like just gives into that. It kills me because it's so unattractive, because there's so much more to offer, and there's so much more to do, and there's so much more to connect to, and it's and not only that, to have a conversation is what really makes the fucking sex great. People think to have the sex comes great just like by just having it. Nah, bro, you gotta have a conversation and a connection and an easing way into that, because if not, it's just like blah, like all right, like,
that's true. I mean, I feel the same way about guys, but then it's like this like I don't know if it was me that went around, but it was just like, oh, girls that like to chill with guys, they're like fucking all these guys.
Nah, that's bullshit.
And it's not true. It's girls that are literally like, they just want, like me, I want to know everything. So I want to know the way guys think and this and the way they speak, even like if it's not somebody
I'm gain a different perspective.
I want to have an idea, because I have one brother and I know the way he speaks and talks or whatever, but he's always trying to be respectful around me. But it's like I want to hear like the nasty stuff that he would never say around me. Like, and I don't want to hear him say that shit around me either. But I want to hear like what guys really talk about, like what guys, how guys.
That's what I was trying to get. I was trying to take the podcast to the next level by asking Ruben about the group chats and shit. But he was trying to
find out about that group chat. I'm talking about like in general. Like it's just like,
damn.
I feel like it all depends. I don't know.
Yeah, same. Yo, this was great, honestly. Like, I'm so glad that you guys, that we did a part 2 with you.
It's phenomenal.
That y'all pulled up, that we made shit work. Like, shit was lit.
Nice.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
Yeah,
thanks so much.
Yo, next time I'm gonna like Caroline, you're gonna have to talk about this poem, because like you ain't You ain't rap nothing.
Was that supposed to rap?
You wanna be right now?
Yo,
You a
yeah.
triple threat, girl. I start twerking.
Yo, so remember to follow us at Talking Shit Pod on Instagram, on Twitter, and our personal accounts at Stephany MX3.
And Barcasel.
You can follow Ruben at.
Been living for Cam.
You can follow Caroline at.
Velez Baby 3.
And yo, thanks for tuning in. If you're still here, if you're a new listener, shout outs to you.
You're the shit.
If you're a regular listener, yo, you know we back. You know we have to give it to y'all
If
every
you've been
Wednesday.
listening from the beginning, yo, shout out to you.
Yo,
because our podcast be mad long. Y'all been sticking with us.
But we give
even
you
though,
the juicy stuff, you know? Like, we try to relate.
even though some of y'all do tell me that y'all listen from the beginning to end, and I appreciate it 100%.
Yes.
It's like, y'all the shit.
Shout
And
outs
the
to
people that
y'all.
are sharing, y'all the shit. Everybody.
The
Like,
people who are rating us 5 stars, like, hello, who are we?
facts. And it's like, even the people that are starting to like listen and like they didn't want to support in the beginning, it's like, yo, y'all still the shit. Like,
Yo,
it
facts.
don't matter.
Yo, so just keep tuning in with us. And remember that we talk our shit now.
So you can talk your shit later.
Bye. Say bye, guys.
Guys,
Peace
take
out.
care. You're gang gang.